Asmi sadabhami
Kadachinnakamappriyaha
Kadachinnakamappriyaha
Brahmaivagamatasyiddham
Brahmaivagamatasyiddham
Satchidananda Lakshanam
Satchidananda Lakshanam.
Aham Asmi. This Asmi, the word, I am, what kind of attribute does it have? When you say, I am, what you can add to this I? Does it exist without any addition? It's an important thing to know. Aham Asmi. When you say Aham Asmi, as Grahastaha Aham Asmi, Manavaha Aham Asmi, that Grahastaha, Garhasthyam, the householder status, does it belong to that Aham Asmi? Then you must be a Grahastha all the time. I am a student. Only when you are a student, you are son also. You are a brother also. Therefore, all these are relative status. You look at yourself from an external standpoint. And therefore, you are there already to be a grahastha, to be a student, to be a neighbor, to be a friend, to be son, to be father, to be uncle. Aham Asmi. To be a seer, to be a hearer, to be a thinker. That means what? Without being a seer, Aham Asmi. Without being a hearer, Aham Asmi. without being a thinker, aham asmi. That is true. Kavi thinker. Without being a thinker, aham asmi. Without being wise, aham asmi. And without being otherwise also, aham asmi. Aham asmi. Without being a baker, aham asmi. Without being healthy, aham asmi. Without being ill also, aham asmi. Then what? Without being a desirer, aham asmi. Without being a doubter, aham asmi. And being a desirer, aham asmi. Without being a desirer, aham asmi. Are you desirer or non-desirer? Without being a desirer, aham asmi. Without being a baker, aham asmi. The whole waking, that the cloak is dropped. The reckless cloak. Then what? Dreamer, aham asmi. Without dreaming also, aham asmi. Sleeper, aham asmi. Without being a sleeper also, aham asmi. Therefore, what is aham asmi? Aham asmi. Without any of them. Without being a sleeper, without being a dreamer, without being a waker. So these are all sleep, dreams, waking. They are states of experience. In all of them I am present. No one belongs to I. Then who are you? Ask me when you say, who are you? Aham asmi, how do you know? You can't say, puch ke batao. Aham asmi. You can't say, I will consult and let you know. Aham asmi. Are you there or not? Aham asmi. How do you know? I can't say, I see, therefore I am. Even if I don't see, I am. In fact, I see that I see. I see that I don't see. I see that I hear. I see that I don't hear. I see that I think. I see that I don't think. Therefore, whoever asmi, whoever says aham asmi, and that person reveals himself. Reveals himself, Bhami. Aham Bhami, aham prakashe. Aham asmi, aham Bhami. Bha is prakasha. Bhami. the one who is who says, let me say, who says that Bhami to says, who says Aham Bhami can say Aham Asmi. The one who says Aham Asmi, he is saying in fact Aham Bhami. Understand now? When you say Aham Asmi, Aham Bhami, you need not say Aham Asmi, because how do you know Asmi? The Astitvam of Aham, how do you know? It's not by perception or by inference. Swayam Bhami. Aham Asmi because Aham Bhami. Aham Bhami because Aham Asmi. Because for Astitvam you require Pramana. In every Pramana there is Prakasha, there is knowledge. You see me, therefore I am here. That is Prakasha. That is Bhanam. That is Bhati. Swami Bhati. When you say Bhati, who is Bhati? This Bhati is a funny word. Bhati means what Bhati? If there is no Bhami, there is no Bhati. That's only language Bhati. That Bha is Prakashatmika. Prakasha is light of consciousness. Therefore, Swami Bhati, the piece of knowledge, the perception. And that Swami Bhati, Swami becomes the object of your visual perception, and that perception is in the form of Vritti Vishaya. You have Swami loaded in your Vritti, Mano Vritti. Swami is loaded. Mano Vritti. Then what do you see? Vritti is what? Vritti, you know Vritti. Vritti is what? If you can say, in the pool of consciousness, a vritti is a wave, taranga. Consciousness alone bhati, nothing else bhati. And that is not separate from I, Atma. Therefore, bhati or bhami, aham bhami. Only a standpoint to say bhati. Aham bhami. In which way? Aham bhami. The vritti vishayaha, here bhati, we say, this is language. Unmai enna, the truth is, it's all bhami. Vritti rupena aham bhami, vritti vishaya rupena aham bhami. I am in the form of vritti vishaya. Vritti vishaya rupena aham bhami. If the vritti is ghora vritti rupena aham bhami. If it is tamo vritti rupena aham bhami. Shanta vritti rupena aham bhami. Aham bhami. Sada aham bhami. When I see aham bhami. When I hear aham bhami. When I pick up smell, taste, touch, aham bhami. When I imagine aham bhami. When I doubt aham bhami, in the form of doubt, aham bhami. When the mind is restless, aham bhami, as restless, as worried, aham bhami. In dream aham bhami. In deep sleep aham bhami. Without waking up aham bhami. Without closing my eyes aham bhami. Therefore, sada aham bhami. Sada aham asmi. Aham asmi sada bhami. Sada aham bhami, sada aham asmi. That I am thirsty or something. So some road, at least you do something. Some by the unknown development. Take some water. Take that trend, okay? A trick. I want you to learn the trick because you all have to live 80 years, you know. First, you must have a sense of humor. If you want to grow old, you have a sense of humor. Then orange bull. You cannot handle it. You must have a sense of humor to grow old. It's all a problem. Kayyathukina problem, Sridaputta problem, Kalamadikina problem, Vayatarna problem, Naranda problem, Ukada problem, Shapta problem, Shapalena problem, problem is problem. Then you have to have a sense of humor. Mudu valikum, muttu valikum, Atma Ananda. Yeah. Stretch your leg. Do something, that's all. Have a sense of humor. Before you become old, pick up a sense of humor. In this course, whether you understood Brahman or not, at least I want you to pick up a sense of humor. 3 years are worth it, I tell you. Pick up a sense of humor. That makes such a difference in life. Brahman and all that you think about. A sense of humor. Sada aham bhami. Alupta drik. I am alupta drik. I have told you, alupta drik. Atma is Shuddha Chaitanya. Chit it is. And it has no blinders. It has no eyelids. Think of it. Suppose you have no eyelids. You have no eyelids. Suppose you have no eyelids. எப்படி தூங்குறது? You have no eyelids. This is called alupta drik. Atma has no eyelids. Mind goes to sleep. Alupta drik. In sleep also. In dream also. Alupta drik. Including the ahankara. It will light up in the waking. Lights up the whole thing, pramata, pramanam, prameya. All the way. Sada aham bhami. Therefore, chit aham asmi. Chid aham asmi. And the chit alone asti. Anything else asti, if you say the chid asti joins, somebody said the chit consciousness is a dharma, an attribute of Atma. In a very careful. Very careful. It's a joke. Then what is Atma? If it is an attribute, there should be a substantive. Then what is the substantive? Atma. What does it consist of? What is that Atma? If it is jadam, if it is inert, it becomes object of consciousness. If it is a being, you have to know how it exists. Again, it has to be an object of consciousness. Atma asti. How do you know? The Dharma Bhuta Jnanam is a joke. It is not a philosophy or anything. It's a joke. Jnanameva Atma. It reveals itself and reveals everything. Doesn't require to prove its existence to any idiot. It is self-revealing. That is the only truth about the whole thing. Chit is the truth. Chit asti. I use the word aham and therefore asmi. If I use the word chit asti, and the same chit aham bhami. Therefore, you get Satchit. I am Satchit. Then Swamiji, it is very easy to understand I am Satchit. But you say Ananda, I am Satchit Ananda. Where is this Ananda? Every day. I am Satchit Ananda and Satchit Ananda. Satchit okay. Aham Satchit, Aham Sadasmi, Sada Asmi, Sada Aham Bhami. Means what? Sada Aham Asmi, Vyasanaha. All the time, Vyasanoham, depressed, Sada Aham Asmi. Under pressure always Aham Bhami. So Aham Bhami, Aham Asmi, under pressure. Under pressure. Aham Asmi. No, you are Ananda. Yes, Ananda. That cannot be the self. You don't, even if I say I am Ananda, you won't accept it. I'll have to say, I am Satchid Ananda, I am Ananda, you are also Ananda, we are all Ananda. Pandit Ji is talking, you know, हम लोग सब लोग आनंद है, हिंदी ले रहा था, आत्मा तो आनंद है, एक तो सच्चिदानंद है, सच्चिदानंद है. And then in the class people are sleeping. Anand hai. When somebody is sleeping, Anand hai. Anand bahut hai. Haan. Anand makes sound out. Aham Sat, Aham Chit. Is it subject to very particular form? This Satchit Aham Bhami with any particular form itself as any intrinsic form? No. Aham Bhami. Whatever is there in that form, Aham Bhami. They are all variable, come and go. They don't change me. They don't determine me. And they depend upon me. Then anyone Asti is my Asti. Anyone is my is. And anyone shines as an object of knowledge is my Prakasha. Atma Prakasha. And therefore, this what I say, Aham Asmi, Aham Bhami, is not in any way limited. Deshena na limited, Kalena na limited, Sada Aham Bhami. Not in the waking world alone, Aham Bhami. In dream also, Aham Bhami. The space itself, in the Akasha, distance, etc., in that form, Aham Bhami. Akasha Rupena Aham Bhami. Kala Rupena Aham Bhami. Akasha Kala do not really limit me. Therefore, what? Aham Ananta. I am limitless, not one object. And therefore, I am limitless. Limitlessness is wholeness. That is the meaning of the word Ananta. Ananda also. In fact, Satyam Jnanam Anantam is the word. Equivalent to the Satyam Jnanam Anantam, the word is Ananda. But Ananda is translated as very carefully. Ananta is translated as limitless. Illimitado. Illimitado. Ananta. But Ananda is translated as bliss. That has destroyed Vedanta teaching. Destroyed. Even traditional teachers have this problem. ये तो आनंद है. आनंद means what? आत्मा तो आनंद स्वरूप है. The Atma is always He. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is the beginning. Brahma Vidapurudi Param Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. In the third chapter, even in the same chapter, Raso Vaisaha Rasagrihyevayam ladvanandi bhavati. Anandi bhavati. Then in the third chapter, Bhrigus this oscillation. So between himself and his father. Punareva varunam pitaram upasasara. You want the block number? Punareva varunam pitaram upasasara. Adiji bhagavo brahmeti. No, he was oscillating. From one end to the other end, he was oscillating all the time. Then, finally he said, he found out, Anando Brahme Divyajana Anandad Devakal Vimani Bhutani Jayante. All those definitions, Lakshanas of Brahman, Yatova Imani Bhutani Jayante. Ananda Eva, Panchami. And Yat Shabda is replaced by Ananda. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Tasmat Etasmat Akashas Sambhuta. Sarvam Sambhuta. Here, Ananda Deva. Therefore, that Satyam Jnanam Anantam or Anandam are one and the same. You can't give any other meaning. Any Anandam that is a Vritti Vishesha. Vritti Vishesha is not the Ananda that we are talking about. Atmananda. Then, why the Shastra uses the word Ananda? Because two reasons. One reason is you want Ananda. Suppose I say you are Sachit. So what? So what do I get out of it? You want only what do I get out of it? You will get Ananda. I'm ready. I want to know. So Purushartha is in the form of Ananda. In samsara you get only Sukha. Vritti Vishesha. When Shanta Vritti is there is Sukha. The Shanta Vritti you cannot buy in the market. So you have to have Shanta Vritti. Shanta Vritti, Sukham and Shanta Vritti. And therefore that vritti you create, that it happens. You try to create that vritti. Previous experience, others' experience. If you do that, if you see these days, you will be happy. So you emulate. Others you emulate. And they are happy. You also pretend you are happy. Because everybody is happy, you have to be happy. Then afterwards you learn to be happy also. That's a particular experience. In a given experience, if one discovers happiness, that's all in life we can get. Sukham. Sukha Vishesha. And there is aesthetic Sukham. There is Sukham born out of simple excitement, like disco Sukham. It's also Sukham. Rock Sukham. There are different types of Sukha. So if you listen to classical music and if you understand it, there is some Sukha. If you take a book, so which you are able to understand, there is some Sukha. There are different types of Sukham available in the world. Degrees of Sukham. Degrees of Sukham. Therefore, that we don't say Satchit. This Ananda, when you say Satchit Ananda, this Sukham is referred. And this Sukham is disco Sukham, gourmet Sukham. So like this, there are different Sukhams are there. Now this is different Sukham. This is different Sukham. Atma Sukham. Now, this Atma Dekhe Sukham. Atma Sukham. Atma Hoke Sukham. Atma Sukham. Atma, you touch the Atma, Sukham. And just to try to be the Atma for some time, Sukham. Real Sukham. Real Sukham. Huh? I was 1 minute Atma. Huh? 1 minute Atma. Sukham. You get Sukham. Ridiculous. Then why do you want to use the word Ananda? That is the reason why they use the word. That's all pleasure, all carnal pleasure, carnal pleasure. And material pleasure. It's all happiness. It's some kind of a kick. Joy, happiness, pleasure, ecstasy also. But Atma, so you need a word. And it should be pleasure. But it should be something more than all other pleasures that you know. Therefore, you use the word bliss. Bliss is used for ignorance also. Ignorance is bliss. And therefore, you can't use the word bliss. You have to use the words. You have no other word. English is exhausted already. Happiness, joy, pleasure, all these gone. Only one word, baki, bliss. And that is also gone. Because ignorance is bliss. Pope said it. Pope. Not this Pope. You are the thinking Pope. So that Pope said it. So then he is a great author. He said that, Pope, and he said, ignorance is bliss. So ignorance is bliss. Nama bliss poche. So Satchidananda bliss poche. My bliss is gone. Ananda is gone. Enga povembo. Where will I go for an English word? I don't have an English word. When you don't have an English word, you put the B capital. That is people are landing. So put B capital. Bliss. Then the other fellow wants to improve it. All L-I-S-S, all of them capital. Bliss. The bliss. And you are on an eternal trip. Eternal trip. This is another type of trip. Samsar mein bahut bada trips hai. Any number of trips are there. This is the spiritual trip for good. No chance for this fellow to get at least if he didn't have this kind of idea, he had a chance to come across some proper teaching. And that also is gone. He is on an eternal trip. Because he has to find out that bliss, be capital. So suppose he is happy. He is not capital. He is not capital. Idiot will be judging about his bliss. And therefore there is no chance for this fellow to get anywhere near the Vastu. Anywhere near. Therefore, the word Ananda, why they are using it? Because one is Purushartha, the other is in every type of Ananda, there is Brahman, there is Vastu. Vishayanande Brahmananda. In Panchadashi, you have 3 chapters, 4 chapters or 5 chapters. Ananda chapter is 5 chapters. Vishayanande Brahmananda. Vidyanande Brahmananda. Yoganande Brahmananda. இதெல்லாம் பிரம்மானந்தம் 3 சாப்டர் வரும் 5 அப்புறம் so these Ananda chapters you know, last 5 chapters. Vishayanande Brahmananda, Vidyanande Brahmananda, then Yoganande Brahmananda.
Advaitanande Brahmananda.
Well, Yeah. Brahmanande Yogananda. Ulta Bodra. Brahmanande Atmananda. Brahmanande Advaitananda. Brahmanande Vidyananda. Brahmanande Vishayananda. Advaitananda. Atmananda. So, Brahmanande Atmananda. Brahmanande Advaitananda. There is not much difference in any of them. You will see. Because when there is any type of sukham, there is the subject-object separation resolves. What makes the Vishayi the subject? A small, insignificant person seeking something is a seeker. That is a confinement, a self-identity confinement. So I am confined to this body, this mind, these senses, and then to a few other things. I am confined. This is the entity. And therefore, so me against the whole world, the vastness of the world. So I am set to struggle to be someone. The seeker. The setup is like this. When one picks up sukham, there is the object of sukham, the object that has given some sukham. By quelling, by resolving the seeker separation from the sought. As long as the seeker sought separation is there, struggle is there, seeking is there. That's how you live your life like this. With the seeker sought separation, you are looking always for something. That's like a vulture. And this fellow Jiva is a vulture, looking for something. Where is Sukham? This is a fellow. They're looking for Sukham. Then, when there is Sukham, what happens is the seeker-sought division fuses into one. The seeker-sought fusion reveals the truth. They reveal the truth of the self being limitless Ananta, and which is Ananda in Vritti Vishesha. It's all Ananda. You will see further tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnah Purnam Gacchate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Namaha. Hari Om.